What's up, everyone? Welcome to our live stream. You might hear our guinea pigs in the background. They're getting fussy. They, if they just, they're constant eaters, and so if they miss lunch or dinner for one day, they will let you know that they're ready to eat or drink something. And so, um, anyway, I doubt that you'll be able to hear them though. We're gonna talk about marriage, and I'm also gonna give my Rapture update before we get started. So we do a live stream Wednesday nights and Sundays, and then I think every other day, you could get a video recording. You could get a blog post on my website. Something we try to do something every single day in some capacity, either online, on YouTube, or on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, on those websites. So you can follow us on those platforms if you feel inclined. There is connections to those on my website, WASHYE.com, WASHYE.com. So Rapture update. Well, you know, I think that when we see a lot of what's happening in Israel, it lets us know that we're getting close to a time where God is going to intervene. And I don't really have much to update as far as signs are concerned, because there's been so many signs that we have that realization that we're in the last days. I mean, many people who don't even talk about end times are coming on their platforms like Max Lucado, and they're like, hey, we're in the end times. And just like Jimmy Evans way back in 2020, he came on his platform and he talks about marriage, which we're talking about tonight is marriage. And he came on his platform and was like, hey, we're living in the end times. And so people do need those reminders that we're in the end times. But also there's so many signs, guys, that we can't really ignore it. And so I just think we're in the wait and see time period. I think we carry on as life as normal. You know, I think that we keep going, showing up to work. We keep spreading the gospel. We keep trying to advance our life, because at the end of the day, we're also headed towards sleep or the grave, where our body separates from our spirit. Our spirit goes to heaven, but our body remains in the ground. And so we're headed closer to that day too, guys. But we don't want to get there too fast. And we don't want to get to the rapture too fast without having preparations. Guys, there are so many ways that you can be spreading the gospel. You don't have to do it just like another Christian does it. One person may sit on the corner of a street and they have a sign. Another person may start a church. Another person may start a YouTube channel. So there's so many different ways we can use resources around us to spread the gospel and to live out our witness. You know, we're also living out our witness in the world. You know, hey, we're not justified by works before God. We're justified by faith. But before people, we're justified by works, in that they look at what we do and they judge us by our actions. And so if you're not living a good Christian witness, then yeah, you may be going to heaven when you die, but people may have a hard time believing that you're going to go to heaven. You know, everyone knows certain famous names that you can take a good guess where they went, either heaven or hell. And so we all have that statement that can be made about us. in the end. And so we want to make sure that we're justified by faith before God, but before men, we're justified by our works. So they watch to see what you do. And so that means as Christians, we have to have a job. You know, as Christians, we have to take care of what is ours. And, you know, there's a lot to live up to that the Holy Spirit can empower you to do. In the end times, and according to marriage, because we're talking about marriage tonight, you know, guys, so much, we have to think about Noah and his family. Noah and his family lived through a last days event. And I believe there will be a family that lives through the last days events. But one thing you cannot do is fight all the time. Now, there will be some days where you might have an argument or a fight. But you guys have to practice de-escalation, meaning how can I let this simmer down rather than stirring up the fire more and more? And it's the same with all of our relationships in our life. I think the last days, the end times, has people really kind of uptight, and we're ready to punch and throw fists and worse, because we have so much anxiety about end times. We have so much concern about the things that are happening in the world. And so we're going to speak on that tonight. And if you look in your life, you can see times where you have fallen short of the glory of God. So one thing we don't want to do tonight is throw condemnation on people in the places, in the areas where you see yourself falling short. Because, guys, there's many things that we all have still to work on. You know, I've seen good days and bad days in a lot of the people in my life, you know, and including myself. Some days we have good days where we're like, you know, I'm walking really close to the Lord today. You know, I got my prayer in, I got my Bible time. And then there's other days where you see yourself, you know, going towards the darkness. And we have to fight against those days. I think God is empowering us each day to walk in the light rather than walking in the darkness. But sometimes that might be a solo battle, especially in marriage. Just because you guys are married doesn't mean that you guys are going to be the same type of Christian. Now, when it comes to marriage, you should not marry an unbeliever. You should not marry someone who is not a Christian. And you should not marry someone who's not really showing signs of being a Christian. You know, when I met Shadrika, she was involved in the church some way. She was an usher. She knew people at church. And so that's what we would recommend if you're looking for a spouse. You know, you have to find someone that is at least, you know, living out their Jesus faith. Even though they might fall short of the glory of God, you know, that's one thing you also have to do is show mercy to people. When you're looking for a spouse, they may not check all the boxes that you want in a spouse. But if they check the two major boxes, like are they a Christian and are they living for Jesus, then you guys, you can adjust your list of wants and needs from there when you're looking for a spouse. You know, when you're looking for a person that you want to spend eternity with, when you really think about it, you know, one of the things you have to try not to do is fight with each other. And so we're going to talk about fighting in marriage and how you cannot fight in marriage. And one of the first recommendations is this book right here. Babe, you want to show them the book? This book is called Never Fight Again, Guaranteed. And it's by David Hawkins. He is a doctor. He is a PhD. And this book was really good. And in the book, he will tell you that he's not counting small little fights that you can get into with your spouse, but he's talking about major day to day where you guys are just on each other's backs about every little thing. He's saying that is taboo. That should not be normal in our life. And I believe that's the same biblical message, is that we should not be content with arguing every day, fighting with everybody in our life. And this, for me, I know for me, this isn't just a marriage issue. This is a every relationship type of issue where if you hang around someone long enough, you're going to see their flaws. You guys are going to butt heads. And so you can't run away from every relationship in your life. You have to learn how to manage conflict. And we have a little bit of knowledge on that, but it takes a lot of study, guys. It takes a lot of knowing what to do in different situations. You know, reading marriage books, listening to anger management books, getting all the tools and resources you need. And even then, you still may fight. But babe, you want to take it from here and talk about more?
You're gonna have, I look at it like this, you're gonna have your ups and downs with your spouse, but that don't mean you just keep dragging it out like, oh, this man make me sick. Everything he do, he just make me mad. We don't want to look at it like that. First, you need to take just, if your spouse did something, if you didn't know nothing about what he did, and then somebody came up to you like, oh, yeah, I saw your spouse out, da, 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 he was doing all this, he was doing all that. To me, as a woman, I know we go to the deep end of the situation, like, oh, this person is cheating on me, oh, this person is he doing all this, you know what I'm saying? Instead of us going to our spouse and asking, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you say this? Did you know? But we don't. We let it go above our heads, and then we want to address something while we are mad and we angry. We on 100. We on 1,000 right now, and you're trying to explain yourself on what you're trying to get at, but we can't. We just yeah. We've been respectful. We call out each other out our names. We just If that situation is happening or happened to you or anything, I would just say relax. You know, go take a walk, cool off. I mean, like literally cool off, and then come back to your spouse and say, hey, can we talk about something that I heard, or can we discuss this? Not when we shouting and screaming and cursing and calling each other's names, slamming doors and screaming and hollering. Is not solving the issue. But you also can cool off, take a deep breath, make sure you get all the facts, because some people get mad without even facts nowadays. But we should not look for something to make ourselves mad. We should not look at something to get angry over. Because I have realized, okay, people gonna make you mad, but maybe they're not their intention to make you mad. Or the situation could go, oh, well, we're gonna bump heads. We all are human. We all still trying to get this madness down. But we can't just look at everything a person do is, oh, they doing it just to make me mad. Oh, that person is just always doing something to make me mad all the time. No. Because it's two sides of it. Because your husband can look at you like that, too. As, oh, my wife always make me mad. You know what I'm saying? So we should, if we have a situation going on that is to the point that you want answer to, get the facts first, then go to the source. But don't pick up on somebody else done said to you. If you know deep down in your heart that your husband didn't do it, your husband didn't say it, leave it alone. Just don't even bring it up. Just leave it. Don't even mention it. Because sometimes we get into arguments and heat up and we start drilling on some stuff. Just let it go. Because all you're doing is you're not even letting the fire go down. You're really just bringing the fire back up. It's just going over your head now because you keep drilling on what he have done or what he have said. If it's true, if he did that. But if it's not true, don't address it. Just let it go. Because we do, as women, we find stuff like, oh, this man made me mad. Oh, this man made me say, why you can't get it together? But deep down inside, it's like, we can't take stuff overboard. We can't take stuff over to the point that we're here with it. I'm ready to punch you now. I'm ready to knock your lights out. We should not take our arguments to a point that we have to hit each other to get my point across. Oh, I'm going to slap you just to get my point across. Oh, I'm going to call the police on you just to get my point across. We're going to get the police involved. That's when it's way out there. That's just way out there. We need to sit down when we get ourselves in button heads with each other, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to butt heads with your spouse. That's normal. But we don't need to take to a point that I'm going to have to fight you to get my word out. Oh, I'm going to win this battle by beating you up. I'm going to win this argument. No. Cool off. Take a deep breath. Go for a walk. Go for a jog. Get in your car. Go somewhere. Get a Starbucks drink and just cool off. Then come back and say, hey, can we talk? Or, hey, I'm sorry for what I said to you. You know what I'm saying? Just I know it always in the Bible says don't go to sleep on your wrath. Don't go to sleep on it. But we can be, as human, we can also handle it. Of saying, hey, can we talk about this? Or, hey, I didn't like the way you did that. Or, hey, I didn't like the way you said that. You hurt my feelings. That's it. But in our head, we have to take it overboard to show this person I'm mad. I gotta show this person that I'm angry. I gotta show this person that I'm not the one to be messed with. And then we start breaking stuff. We start tearing up the house. It's like, yeah. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I break that? Why did I, Because it's not solving anything when you hit a person. It's not solving anything when you breaking something in your household. It's not solving that. Nothing. You're not solving anything. Anything is not being solved by you breaking every dish in your house or breaking a chandelier.
And guys, that
is nothing to solve. That's when this you just took it all the way over your head. When you start breaking stuff, you start throwing stuff, you start cussing everybody, just cussing everybody out in the household. Just screaming and yelling. You just being a mad person. You're just You're just mad deeply. Like you hit the deep root of yourself. And you just want to just get it out. But it's not a good way to get it out when you're throwing dishes, you're throwing stuff, you're cursing everybody in your household. It's not going to solve anything. Because you got yourself on 1,000, now you're trying to figure out how can I get back down? What we can do is, your husband is a human, your wife is a human. He got feelings, you got feelings. Okay. If your husband make you mad, whatever he does, don't get so angry about it. Don't get so to the point that you're screaming and yelling. Don't make an issue out of a small issue. Because we'll take that small issue and make it poof. We just add more stuff to it. We take one little small incident and poof, make it big. Make it blow up all over the internet. What we can do is sit down and say, hey, I don't like the way you move today. Oh, I don't like the way you handle that. That's all you have to say. I didn't like the way I didn't like the way you treat me today. That's okay. Those things are okay as long as you sit down with your spouse and talk about it. But once y'all both at each other's throat, he's yelling, you hitting him, he hitting you, y'all not solving anything. Then to the point that now it's gonna be like, wow, we both need counseling. We need to go get counseling together because now we hitting each other. We putting our hands on each other. It done got to the point is the love and the care and the respect them went out the window because now we here. Now we picking up a knife and bringing the knife into it. It's like, no, we doing too much. That's not love. That's not feelings. That's not who you want to do. That's not where you don't want to be. If a person, you might come across a person that you might like in life, and they might like you, they might not, they might don't. It's okay to feel that way. But it's other people out there that you can date first, get to know the person first. Don't just jump into a relationship and then y'all get serious and to the point now he wants you to move in or she wants you to move in. You should not want nobody to move in your home. Because it's really, that's not how God set it up. You having a man sleeping over at your house all the time, or you having this woman to stay at your house all the time. That's not right. It's not. I understand y'all are dating. Yeah, that's okay as long as y'all keep it in the dating era. Like y'all go to the movies, y'all go watch whatever movies, y'all pick a movie date, y'all pick a dinner date, go park date, all those things because y'all still trying to get to know each other. Y'all still trying to figure it out. Do I want this person for life? Or this is the person I see myself with forever. Not just a short period, not just a moment, not just a second, not just a season. It's forever. Like, okay, I see this person, I can live with this person. I can die by this person. Ride or die type thing. But we should not want to shack up with anybody that you're not serious with. Shacking up is not cool. Because it's just no but a feeling. You just want to get your feeling out. You want to get it out. But that's not a good way to go about it. You should not want somebody to come in and misuse your body and then they head out the door. They go to the next person. And then we, as women, we always sit back and be like, oh, why does this man treat me in kind of way? Why does this man treat me so bad? Because you done gave yourself, your best part of yourself to him already. Now he feel like, well, I don't have to respect her. I ain't even got to treat her. I ain't got to do nothing now. Because I ain't got the best of her. You should not want to give that up. As women, please, don't be so easy to look at a man like, oh yeah, I'm getting my rocks off right away. No. Save that to the man that's going to want to post to you, want to be with you for the rest of his life. Not somebody just going to play with your feelings. I'm in and I'm out. I'm hitting, I'm quitting. You don't want that. Even for men. Men don't want that. You know, it is men's out there still to this day, just, running the globe. But you still don't want that for yourself. You don't want, especially if you a mom and you got kids. Because your child is seeing what you are doing in your household. Okay? It's always a saying said that your child, whatever your child see you do, that's what they are going to do as well. If you out here got all these different guys at your house every single day, that's what you set an example for your child, your daughter to do. I'm not doing that for my son or my daughter. I'm teaching my daughter and my son to live what Jesus Christ set up for them to do. Not for me, not for what I got set up. I'm not listening to it either. Because I've been down that road. And it wasn't fun. I didn't like it. I got disappointed. I got let down. But it was okay. Because deep down inside, I know who I want. I know what I wanted in my life. I didn't want something just come and go. I want something to just be permanent. Like, okay, this is mine. Like, okay, I can live with this. But when somebody just popping up out out of your life, oh, I like you, I really don't. It's normal, but I'm just saying, don't take it to the heart that you're a bad person. You're not attractive. Oh, I'm never gonna get a man. Oh, I'm never gonna get a woman. Yes, you will. But you got to just slow it down. You just gotta slow motion yourself. Just take baby steps first. Don't get out there, run the race, and then you get over to a guy's house, or a woman get over to a guy's house, then they get stuck. You have to figure out the basics first. Let me take this man on a date. Let's I'm gonna try him out. And then if he passed your test, if he passed your whatever list you have, if he passed that, but first thing he needs to pass is number one, he is a believer in Jesus Christ, number one. Do he put God first? Not second, not third, not fourth, not fifth, not sixth, not seventh, not 12. First. If he put God first, okay, now that check that out. Check that out. Okay, he put God first. Okay, he go to church, check. But not for just a show. I mean, literally going to church, literally putting God first, paying tithes, praying, getting involved in church, now outside the church, inside the church, ushering, if it ain't ushering, getting himself in a Bible study, get himself into something going on in the church, choir, band, something like that. But don't just, oh, now I see my person in the church, now I want to go get him, I want to pursue him now. He might not be ready. Don't force him. Don't push him into, oh, let's get married now. Don't force nobody to get married. Because God didn't set it up for nobody to be forced to be in a relationship. You have to want it yourself. And then the individual that you see interest, you see trust in, hey. Or you can be straight up honest the first day. Just tell them, hey, I want to be married before I have kids. This is what I want. This is what I'm pursuing. I'm pursuing marriage. What about you? What about you? You can be straight up when you're dating. You don't have to be beating around the bush and like, whatever you want, that's what I want too. No. Speak your mind. Put it out there on the table on the first date. Speak your mind. Because if you don't speak your mind and you just keep it closed in, you just think, wow, she was easy. I got a woman now. She's easy. She wasn't saying nothing. She just going through the flow, going through the motions. No. Tell that man or that woman what you want in life. You want something real or you want something temporary? Do you want something that can marry and forever? Or something just temporary, just not even yours? Just temporary. You're just borrowing this person time. You're borrowing this person love. You're just borrowing him. That's all you're doing. You're borrowing. He's not yours. But you see him. You text him. You call him. You think that's all good. You're cool. You're chilling. You're Netflix. All this stuff. You're going shopping together. Cool. But the main thing is, do he have his heart right with God first? If he got his, check that off the list, like, okay, he got that. Okay, cool. But that don't mean you have to look for the signs. You can tell when somebody love you and really don't. You can tell if somebody just playing with your feelings, just playing with your card, and just trying to see how far they're gonna get you. You can cut them off. Like, don't be afraid to cut them off. Like, nope, I'm not with that.
And I just thought of a good thing.
No, I'm not doing
related
that.
to Jesus about that too.
You know, I'm not doing that. Like, no, you can tell you can tell your spouse, or finna be your spouse, in certain cases, what you want in life. You don't have to just placate, go with the motion, go with the flow. This is the time when, if you're dating modes, if you're still in the dating area, this is time you ask him questions and he asks you questions. This is the time y'all get it all out. Oh, you want that? Oh, okay, cool. That's nice. This is what I want to do. You know, y'all listen to each other when y'all dating. Because once dating move out the way, it's marriage or what? You gonna be friends? You gonna be still in the friend zone, or you gonna be my husband, or you gonna be my wife? We cannot sit back and want somebody to treat us so, oh, I want this man to treat me with all the respect. I want this man to just treat me like I'm the queen bee around here. Okay? You can get respect if you give it out. If you love a person, show them that you love them. If you have care for a person, show them that you care for them, or you care for her. You know? I was in church. That's where I met mine at. I met mine in church. But if I was back at home, I wouldn't even have a ring on my finger. I wouldn't. That's my story. Like, I had to come here to get a husband. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100. I had to come to Washington to get a husband. See, back at home, I won't be me married. Who I'm gonna be married down home? Who? I don't think so. Don't get me wrong, I love my hometown, but who I'm gonna be marrying? Who in Anderson? Who I'm gonna be married to? I had to come here to get it. And sometimes you might have to, if you in different states and you feel like, oh, the guys that wherever you live at, they not up to par, they not with what you get. Okay, that's fine. But you don't have to force anybody to date you. You don't have to be force somebody to, oh, I need you now. I need this now. I need to do this now. No, don't rush. Because if you jump in a relationship that's committing to someone, it hits different. It hits different. It ain't just a buy and high. It hit different. It's a different show when you committed to somebody. Not just, hey, I'm committed to him, but he at home. That's not a commitment. Commitment is y'all together. Y'all together. This ain't gonna break. You can talk about him all you want. You don't have to like him all you want, but we can't do this. We can do this. But once we get here, that's when you need to sit down and think, oh, I might not have people like my husband. I might not have people that want to be around my husband. I might have people that still hate my husband, but I don't care, because that's my husband. Because now we are here. Wherever I go, wherever my husband goes, that's where I go. I'm not going to jump and leave my husband and I'm going out here and do whatever I want to do. No, that's not commitment. I'm at the clubs, I'm in the malls, my kids here at home with him, and I'm just doing, I'm just living a single life. If you want to be single, do it. But don't jump here and think you can still go out. I can still shop. I can still party. I can still do whatever I want to do. I ain't got to answer to nobody. Yes, you do. It's your husband. You got to answer to him when you get home. Because he's going to be wondering, where you been? Why you didn't call me? Why you didn't text me? Why you didn't come home? What you doing? And what you going to tell him? You got to have a answer. See, we always want to get here so fast. And then, I can leave my husband and go party. I can go and gossip. I can go dress in kind of way. No, you can't. No, you can't do all what you used to be doing. You got to come back here. You got to bring it back here. Because once you leave, you still got to come back home to your husband. Because that's where your clothes at. That's where his clothes at. This is y'all home together, right? Y'all just can't. He can't go out and do what he want to do. I'm just going to go to the bar. I'm just going to go hang out with my coworkers. No, he can't. He got to come back home.
And guys, that's the same thing with Jesus Christ. We in the church are going to be and are already married to Jesus Christ. And so Jesus, it applies the same way what Shadrika was just saying to our relationship with Jesus, in that with Jesus, you can't be talking to other gods. You know, you can't be not going to church. You can't be pretending to be a Christian in front of Christians, and then when you're around unbelievers, you're a different way.
No.
See, with Jesus Christ, he wants us to be married to him and live eternally with him. And guys, everything that Shadrika said tonight, you can only do by the power of Jesus. You can only do by the Holy Spirit. Because guys, we still mess up and sin. But the difference between us and someone who's an unbeliever is that we have the Holy Spirit and we have the advocate when we sin. We have Jesus Christ to come and speak to the Father and let us know, hey, we're still on track with God. And so, with Jesus as the husband to the church, he's going to be coming soon to take his church to heaven. And guys, he doesn't want to come back for a bad bride. He wants to come back for a bride that is ready.
I know we, as women, once we get to here, all right, we kind of think in our head like, oh, this man got to lead my household. This man got to lead me. Huh? I don't want that. But once for me, I didn't want that either. I was like, what? But once I talked to my Heavenly Father about it, he was like, that's what I want marriage to be. Your husband got to be the head of the house, not me.
And that's the same thing that we deal with, guys.
Why I can't lead the house? Why?
And even husbands, even men deal with leadership issues.
But that's okay.
And if I'm the husband, I'm being led by Jesus.
If you have a husband, let
Shadrika's being led by me.
Let him be the head of the house. Let him do that.
The kids are being led by Shadrika. So it's a hierarchy thing.
Let your husband be the head of the household. Just let him do it. Don't have no more conflict with that. Just let it. Because you'll feel a whole lot better. Just whatever God say, just let him do it. Just let him do it.
And it's the thing is, I'm trying to make the point that husbands are not just supposed to be doing their own thing. We're supposed to be listening to the Holy Spirit, listening to Jesus Christ. Jesus is the Spirit. And we are led by Jesus. And so what direction we take the family and what direction the kids take all predicates on Jesus. And where's Jesus getting his direction from? His Father, which is our Father. And so, guys, you
gotta
we have to be.
Some people say
ready.
Some people say, "Oh, marriage is hard." Okay, this is where you really figure out. Once you hear, y'all, you're committed now. Y'all said your vows in front of 1,000 people. All right. Marriage is gonna go like this some days. Marriage is gonna go like that. You're not gonna get what you want. He's not gonna get what he wants all the time. We have to still, okay, that's fine, but at least I'm still here. I'm still right here. I'm not going out looking for somebody else. I'm not going out trying to seek somebody else than my husband, because I didn't get what I want. So now I'm gonna go search on the internet for it. Or I'm gonna go search my ex up again, because I'm not getting what I want in my marriage. I'm not getting the pleasure that I want in my marriage. I'm not getting the treatment that I want in my marriage. I'm not getting the pleas that I want in my marriage. I'm not happy here.
And guys,
I'm not happy here. Somebody help me.
Guys, if you can't be seeking happiness solely from just one thing in your marriage or even your spouse, we have to seek fulfillment through Jesus. You're not going to find it in the bottom of an alcohol bottle. You're not going to find it in the back of a joint, marijuana. You're not going to find it in many spouses or many women or many men. You're not going to find fulfillment in anything outside of Jesus Christ. And so, you guys, this is just how the world works. And just because people in this world don't want the world to work the way it does, it still doesn't change things. There's certain things that are just eternal, guys. Certain things that are just never going to change. And one of those things is you have to believe in Jesus in order to really have life. Without Jesus, you do not have life. And we're going to be wrapping it up here. Before I'm going to let Shadrika speak and wrap it up. Guys, there is a website where you can get Bible-based things. If you liked what you heard tonight, guys, go to my website, WASHYE.com, WASHYE.com, where you can see our blog and more material on different topics in relation to the Bible. Also, if you want to help support this ministry, guys, you can go to our stores and buy and purchase some of the products on our stores, or you can purchase a book through our website or through Amazon. You can get the Rapture book as a paperback book. Guys, you can get the Rapture book and leave it for people that are going to be left behind. You can do that. So Shadrika is going to finish out. Thanks for listening.
Okay. Once you're here, all right, it's like salt and pepper. Your man is the pepper. We are the salt. All right. You stick it together. Once I realized I was married, okay, this is what I wanted. I told my family members they didn't like my decisions, but I'm okay with them. That's okay. But this is what I wanted. This is the man I want to be with. All right. You might have people in your family.
Let me check on it.
Going to nitpick at you because you marry somebody that they don't like, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, that's still your husband. That's still your wife. You're going to have people, girl, you made the wrong decisions. Girl, I don't see why you went back to him. He ain't this, he ain't that, da da da. Oh, that's what y'all think. That's the way y'all look at him. I don't look at my husband as he's so a dog. He's not a dog. I love my husband. Yeah, he gets on my nerves. Yeah, but I still love him. Yeah, he make me mad, but I still love him. I'm not going to break up my commitment for my family. I'm not going to break my commitment for my friends. I'm not going to break my commitment because no one don't like him. I look at it like this. If you don't like my husband, you don't like me. This is where I'm going to be. If you don't like my husband, that's okay. I don't care. Because my last name is Ross. Okay? You don't like my last name is Ross, that's not my problem. I'm not changing it for nobody. You can go with the flow of my name being Ross, or you can just leave me alone. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to die Mrs. Ross. Okay? That's what my name going to be. And that's going to be on my headstone. Mrs. Ross. Okay? You don't like it? Too bad. Too sad. I'm not changing it. And I'm not going around my husband just to find somebody else to make me feel better. But no, my husband got me. And I got him at the end of the day. We got each other. We're not looking and seeking for other people to fill our needs. And that's what y'all should have realized when y'all get into really serious relationships. Y'all need to break all that off. Break all the X off. Break all the X's off. Stop pulling them up. Stop bringing them up. Because y'all got a commitment now.
Okay, babe, can you pray us out?
Don't be thinking about your ex while you still over here in a commitment.
See you guys.
Don't be thinking about your ex or how she treated you and how she did just for you. Oh, my wife ain't my ex. My ex treat me way better than she did. Why are you getting married? You still thinking about your ex over here? Why getting married? You still dreaming about your ex? That's no commitment. That's no nothing. Like what? Why are you getting married for? If you still want your ex, leave me alone. But I just want to say is marriage can be rocky. Marriage can be hard. We have to stick together and ask God, hey, God, how can I still love this man without breaking his heart? How can I still be next to this man? God, help me with that. God will help you in your marriage. God will help you in wherever you are at. God will help you in dating. God would help you for a spouse. Because that's what I did. I prayed for my spouse. I prayed to God every night about, hey, God, please send me a spouse that you're going to allow me to have. Not what somebody I see out on the street all buff and sweaty. God, I want somebody in your home. I want somebody in your court, God. I want somebody that serve you, Lord. That's what I want. And that's what God gave me. And I won't change it for nothing in this world. And y'all should do the same. Is don't let your marriage break down because what you heard over here. Don't let your marriage break down because, oh, this person look good over here. I want this person over here. Oh, I need that. And a bag of chips. Because once you get over there, because now you have to break this to get over here. You have to break this to go pursue that. And then once you get over there, Oh, it's not when I think. It was popping over there. It looked like it was popping, so I had to go and get it. And now you want to come back here, and you can't. Because once this is breaking, it's over. It's divorce now. It's you go your way, and I go my way. And now y'all back doing whatever y'all want to do. Y'all don't stop living for Christ. Y'all don't stop living for everybody. I'm just going with the flow. I'm going to the club tonight. What? You call yourself a Christian? You call yourself, oh, I'm going to live by the Lord. I'm going to live by the Bible. That ain't no Christian. That ain't no commitment to God either. When you're going to be in a relationship one day and then tomorrow I'm just going to break it. I don't want this man no more. Oh, I don't want this woman. She worse. He worst. No. Keep the marriage. Keep the vows. And let God both of y'all in your marriage, because he can. God put marriage in the Bible. God set up marriage. If you need any guidance on marriage, please, I ask you pretty please to ask God. And he will tell you all about marriage, on how to become that husband and that wife. Please read this book. I recommend all the marriage couple out there that's going through this route. We done been through it, okay? We done been through it. We done even went to counseling, okay? I recommend reading this. It's, that's what the back look like. But I recommend getting this. This is
You can get that book on Amazon, guys.
It really helps.
You can get that book on Amazon.
And even though you can read this, but I still get the Bible too. You want to get the Bible in there too. You don't want to just get this and then you got you want to read this and keep the Bible next, right there too. Because it is got Bible verses in here you can go and check up and read up on yourself too. But
okay, babe, can you pray us out?
Yeah, I can. Okay, God, thank you for this day. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for being here, being wherever you are. So amazing. I just want to say thank you for giving us this time to give out this marriage message to people, because they might going through some stuff. I know marriage is hard, but really it's not hard if they just fight. They fight for the marriage and keep you in the center of their marriage. They should not have any feeling, no doubts or afraid or did I make the right choice, or did I make the right choice to this over this decision of this man that I married? Because we can't feel like that, God. But deep down inside, you always there to turn it around, fix it. Give us when we feel in doubt or ashamed or did I make the wrong choice, God? No, you didn't make the wrong choice. You made the right choice. But you got to keep me in center in your marriage. Don't push me away or don't push me out. Keep God centered in your marriage. Because you can't go wrong when you push God out. Because now you're thinking, oh, what should I do? I don't know how to fix this man. I don't know how to fix that woman. It's not your job to fix anybody. Because that's what I thought. I thought I could fix my husband. Fix him, paste him, cut him up, and oh, I fixed him. No, I really couldn't. I couldn't fix my husband. He couldn't fix me either. But in my mind, I thought, oh, I can fix him. It's a piece of cake. I can fix him. You just give me one day with him. I'll fix him. I really couldn't. God was like, that's not your place. That's not your place to fix your husband. That's not your place for your husband, your wife, or your husband trying to fix his wife. That's not his place. Only God can fix your husband. Only God can fix a wife. I just want to say thank you, God. I want to say I love you even more and more. I can't wait to be in heaven with you. Thank you for this Bible study. Thank you for having this Bible study. Thank you for my husband as well on the side of me. And amen.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.